I know that within the last few years, what has actually took popularity within the forex space has always been MT4. But truly speaking, guys, MT5 is a bit more different and a bit more better. But on today's video, what's going to happen is that I am going to show you some of the differences between MT4 and MT5. At the same time, what I will do is that I will show you how you can use MT5 in order to be able to just understand how it works, and at the same time be able to just link it up with your brokerage account and as well be able to trade and make a profit while doing so. What's going on, guys? It is your boy MT5, and today's video is going to be detailed on helping you understand the differences of MT4 and MT5, and at the same time it will all give you a clear, deep understanding of MT5, just so you are able to understand and make a profit when trading and doing so. Obviously, if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. What I do focus more on is providing the best value to someone or to a trader that would love to learn and at the same time be able to just grow themselves into doing the right thing. So that is the whole purpose of my YouTube video, and right now we are going to be getting straight into the chart here, and I will be showing you guys some of that. But the very first thing that I want us to do here is that I want us to be able to spot out the differences. What actually is the difference between MT4 and MT5? And the very first difference is the asset class that it focuses a bit more on. So with MT4, it focuses a bit more on forex trading as a whole, but MT5 is more focused towards different types of instruments and different types of asset classes. So basically there is more assets on MT5 compared to it being on MT4. So the second difference is MT4 has 9 time frames and MT5 has 21 time frame methods. So what it means is that you are able to see all the way up to 21 time frames, compared to on MT4 it's only limited to 9 time frames. The third difference is that MT4 has only 4 order types and MT5 actually has 6 order types. The fourth difference is that MT4 has 30 built-in indicators, and at the same time MT5 it has 38 built-in indicators. And lastly but not least, MT5 has what we call the depth of the market, which allows you to be able to just spot out what the depth actually is of that market that you're looking at. So without me wasting any more time, I want us to actually get into here on the platform so you are able to see. Luckily now you know the differences of them, so let us get straight into the platform. So right now you can simply see that I've got here MT5 here. Normally when you just create an account, it's not gonna be like this, it'll be a default. So normally when you just get on the platform, the very first thing that you are gonna be seeing is exactly this. The chart is gonna be more like this, so by the buyers will be represented by this green candle and the sellers will be represented by this white candle. At the same time you can see that behind here it's just all black, and we've got these grid, these blocks and all of that that's going on. So the first thing that I want us to do is we need to be able to look at the type of charts that we are looking at. Are you going to be trading with the line chart? Are you going to be trading with the candlestick? Are you going to be trading with the bar candle? So I'm not going to go too deep into explaining how the differences are and how they work. Maybe that will be a video, a different video. But for now, you can then decide. Normally, the popular one is candlesticks. Let's say you decide to go with candlesticks. And as well, so there's also some shortcut keys that I love to use. Like let's say, for instance, I can press Ctrl and G, which automatically removes the grid from behind. But before we get into those things, let us now start looking at the interface. There's 5 different types of things that you need to know with MT5. So the very first one is the navigator. So if I can just press Ctrl N, you'll see that we've got the navigator right here, or maybe if you can just come here, you'd be able to just access it just by opening it up right here. You can simply just open up here, navigator, you can see here. So here on the navigator you can see there's different types of account. Whatever account that you have that you're going to be trading with, my one currently is the AccuMarkets live account. So if let's say you've got other accounts that you're trading with, you can come and add them onto the platform here. We've got indicators. If you have indicators you're going to implement. We've got some expert advisors if you want to put them, scripts, services, market, and basically if you've got some VPSs that you want to use. But normally I see a lot of people just playing around here on the accounts, being able to just select that account. So that is the very first one. So now if you just say Ctrl M, which is now the market watch. So with the market watch, what happens is that this is where you are now going to be able to see different types of pairs, currencies, commodities, whatever that you're looking at. And you can see here it is followed by the bid price, which is here on this left, and by the ask price, which is here on the right, and as well some daily let me just do this so we see some daily percentages that are influenced by the market. So if I can just come here as well and I can say show all, it will show all types of let's say everything. I can even just come here and say maybe hide all, leave the ones that are standing out for me. I can even come here on symbols, then I can choose types of symbols, put them in there and stuff. I can just add them more, add them and stuff. There's different types of things that you can play around with here. So that is the very first thing, which is the market watch. You guys saw the navigation, and at the same time you guys did manage to see the market watch. So now let us move over so you can be able to see the the toolbox. So let me just close up the market watch and open up the toolbox. So here on the toolbox you can see that we've got trade, which automatically shows you your balance, your equity, some credit that you have, and as well profit and losses if you have any of that running. And we've got here the history, we've got the exposure here. So if let's say now you have trades that are running, it shows you the total exposure of the account or whatever that you got going on. So basically what it does is that it will show you the exposure. At the same time we've got news, we've got history, we've got the mailbox, we've got calendar. So with all of this, what it does is that, let's say history, obviously it shows you the history of every trade that you've placed in the past. News, it just shows you maybe some updates here and there about certain things. Mailbox, don't really use these things, but calendar is also something that you can take advantage of, because what it does is that it gets updated with real-time data of whatever that is going on. You can see calendar year 19, which is today. It shows all the important dates, it shows the priority of it. If it's serious, let's say now here's a serious one, all that, it shows you all these details, and then you can take advantage of that. One of the things that you can also now look at is journal. Journal is just something that it gives you information of everything that's going on within your system. So not just the trades, but literally anything that you're doing in MT5. That's what it does. It tells you all of that. Okay, so now you guys you've seen it. Obviously here there's more options here. If you don't want to do those shortcuts that I did show, there's more options right here. You can play around here with more options, but I want us now to get into deeper detail too, for you to understand certain things. So let us speak about the very first one, which is how you can now go about adding your account. So let's say if you want to add an account, all you do is just come to the navigation. Control N is what I pressed, or maybe just press here, file view here and say navigator. So you can do this exact same thing. Then you come here, accounts, press here. Then you can either say open an account, or you can either say log into a trade account. So let's say if you can just press here, it will give you your accounts and all of that. Or maybe if you can just open an account, it will show you you can come and choose, like let's say a broker that you're trading with, find that company, it'll find it, and then you move forward with it. So that's some of the ways you can go about creating an account. So now the second thing is how you can go about changing chart settings. So let's say for instance now you want to be looking at AUD/USD, but you want to use your own chart settings. So what I do is that normally you can come in and then you can either choose to show ticker or not. Obviously ticker is right here, show this right here, which is the time frame, open, high, low, close, which is the open, the highest, the low, and the close. Do you want to see it? You can put it just so you see all those prices. You can show trading buttons, you can show bid price, which is the buy, you can show the sell, which is the sell, and then what it will do is that now you'll be able to see the spread, show the last price. All these things are not necessary, show real volumes, you can have all these things going on, tick volumes, can have. But let's say normally one thing that I'll see is that obviously line chart here, one thing that we'll see is that we'll see people wanting to play around here on colors. So let's say with colors you can say green on black, background, maybe if you want black background to be black, it's okay, black. If you want background to be white, you can say white. And then foreground, maybe here we can make it be black so we can see all the numbers nice. If you grid, obviously we removed our grid, we don't want it. Bar up, maybe if you're gonna make it be green, you can say green. Bar up here, bar down, maybe if you want it red or you want it black, let's just use black. Bull candle is also bar up, so you can still make it green. And then bear candle is still down, so you can still make it black. And then line chart, okay, this is all the lines and stuff, volume, bid price. It's just the difference. The bid price is this one here. So if you want to change the color of this gray one, you can choose here maybe whatever color. The ask price is red. And then what else? You can also stop level. This is like if you've bought stop losses and stuff. So boom, yeah, I'm happy. So let me say okay. Boom, you can see now all those edits have been done. My chart is now how I want it to be. Now let's say if you want to save this setting, how do you go about it? You just come here, say templates, you say save template, then you save it as, let's say now for instance I don't know, YouTube MT5, YouTube MT5, okay, MT5, boom. So if I just come here and I save it, so what it does is that, let's say next time if I have, let's say GBP JPY here, open a new chart window, I don't have to redraw all those things. The only thing that I can do now is I can just press here, go to templates, load, I select it, YouTube, boom, then there it is. It's now back up. So you guys did see how you can play around with the colors, how you can choose and have your own custom template. So now let us move forward into seeing how you can take advantage of this platform. So now let us go about how you can read market prices. So let's say, for instance, now how we did say that obviously right now we are looking at maybe, for instance, GBP JPY. So here, this is the current market price. So you can see the current market price is showing here 182.062. let's put like this. But now advantages that you can even see here, it shows 182, and this is the difference between the buy and the sell, the bid and the ask. You can simply see right here, when you are bidding, you're getting at this much, when you're asking, you're getting at this much. And here you can see even the current market price that is floating here. And advantages that you can also do this, you press Alt T, or you can press here at the panel. So what it does is that it brings out also, it shows you the two differences. This side here, this is what it is, and as well this side here, this is what you are looking at. So these are some of the ways that you can play around it, and just by you being able to see what the price is before you execute a specific trade. Let us move over to the next point. So now let us speak about time frames. How do you go about changing time frames? Right here you can see we've got all the way from the monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15, M30, M15 and all that. So what you can do is also you can come here, you can simply see here on time frames, there's time frames here, there's different types of time frames that you can look at here. So these are some of the methods that you can play around with time frames. And at the same time, I also want us to take a look at right here, maybe just by coming here, you can simply see there's also another method that you can come here and be able to access these time frames. So just by pressing maybe on this, it brings up the monthly time frame. Maybe you can just go all the way down to whatever it is that you're looking for, and yeah, basically that's how you'd be able to just get into these time frames and take advantage of these time frames. And at the same time, you can see it shows you very clearly if you're looking for the minutes. There's 15 minutes, there's 30, there's 20, there's, you know, all these things. If you're looking for hours, there's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Guys, this is insane. You know, it goes all the way to like the 2 minutes. So these are some of the time frames that we're looking at. So now let us take a look at how do you go about scrolling back and forth. So you can simply see here, it says scroll the chart to the end of the tick incoming. So obviously if you press here, what it does is that you can be able to, it's now not active. If you just press here, it takes me exactly here at the end of the tick, and it allows us to, if you can just also see this, so yeah, let me just do this. It kicks back all the way from to where the price is. No matter what, it takes me back. But if I remove it, then I can go all the way back without it taking me back to that section. But just by pressing here, it's always bringing me back to the most recent price. So that's some of the ways that you can see it. So now let us speak about some of the drawing tools. How do you go about using drawing tools? So you can see here, you can either come here and say objects. You can choose some objects that you want to add here, or maybe some of them you can simply see here, they are already here. And let's say if you want to use some trend lines, maybe for instance you want to draw trend lines, here they are. If you want to draw some horizontal lines, here they are. Maybe you want to play around with let me just delete this. Maybe you want to play around with, you know, this cross right here. You can play around crosshair from what it's saying to be able to see at the bottom. You can see it shows the date, time, everything specifically, and here it also shows the price. If you want to see, maybe you want to sell here, you want to see what price it is, you can see it shows here. And basically that's just the whole purpose of this crosshair. So now also with this crosshair, what it does is that you can use it to calculate certain things. Let's say for instance, if I wanted to see how many pips it took from all the way here, maybe up until down here, all I do is I press and I hold it, and then I come here, and then it shows me I'm already here. You can see it shows the price of where I stopped it. It shows how many bars it moved. Let's say for instance, now in this case it moved 1 bar, which 1 bar is an hour. It shows 647 points. That means that this move all the way down to 647 points. And also in terms of percentage wise, how many percent did it drop? Now it's negative 0.35. So those are some of the ways that you can use this crossbar. If you want to study how big a movement is, maybe from, you know, you want to see how big this candlestick moved, maybe from here at the low to the high. Just by doing this, you can see it moved 521 points. So I can have an understanding with just that happening. So now you are probably asking yourself, how do you go about adding an indicator? So just by coming here, you can simply see insert indicators. You can come here and there's different types of indicators. I know for a lot of people that are using indicators, maybe you know what it is that you're looking for, or maybe you have to add it up on your own, the custom. You can also have your own custom indicators that you insert in the system, and you can use that. But this way you come around and you can just press here. Maybe you're looking for moving averages. Let's just say moving average. You choose whatever things that you are looking for, and then boom, there it is. It's a moving average right here. So that is one of the ways that you can go about adding indicators. There's just a lot of it. Obviously I can't go to each and every indicator because I know that there's different types of people that trade different types of indicators. In fact, some of them I do not even know these indicators because I don't even use indicators. So but yeah, this is how you can go about adding these indicators. So let us look at the next point. Okay, so now how do you go about arranging your window chart? So let's say just by coming here, you can simply see that we've got our window chart right here. You can play around it. You can have it tile windows, which means it's gonna bring them all together. You can have, maybe if you want two charts in opposite each other, you can have it be like this. If you want two next to each other, you can make it be like this, and then maybe you can arrange. So whatever, you can just press it. You can simply see how this is showing up now. But if maybe so you can simply see it shows up all the windows. If I want to take out certain windows, I can leave. If I want to just maximize one specific, I can leave it like this. So it's just a lot of different things on how you can go about moving forward with this. But that is just how you can go about managing windows. If you want to have it be sideways, next to each other, open, let's say I can open this one here. If you want it to be maybe sideways next to each other, you can also have it be more like this, and then maybe you can filter out that you don't want it to be this many, maybe you want it to be 2. You can delete certain things, like let's say for instance I can come and delete this and so on. But yeah, so that is one of the ways. Let me just extend this, boom, that is one of the ways. Okay, so now let us get into the fun stuff. How do you go about executing your trade? So the very first thing is you can come here and then you can now use this. So if let's say you are selling, you can say sell. If you are buying, you can press on buy. But at the same time, you can also go to this point here that says new order. Just by pressing here, you can simply see that it shows here whatever that you want to sell. Let's say US tech in this case, and then it shows market execution or pending execution. But for me, I'll say market execution. You choose the volume. Let's say for instance, if you want to say 0.01, I go in with this. You can put my stop loss, can put my take profit, and also it shows here fill or kill or immediate or cancel. So with my understanding with this, what it states is that with this one here, what it would mean is that if you are having specific volume, it's either going to use that volume or anything below that, and it's going to leave out the rest. And the same with this one here is basically just going to try to use up each and every single thing. So that's just the young understanding I have. So you can play around it. But let's say for instance you want to go with a sell, maybe you can place a sell, and let's say for instance we can say boom, let's sell small lot. Yes, we just sold here on US, what's it, US tech, we just placed the sell. So that's one of the ways that you can go about executing a position. So now let us speak about how do you go about viewing the trades that are running. So I am going to reopen my toolbox, which I just pressed Ctrl T, on which you can also come here and press view and say toolbox, which is going to open. So what happens is that just there you can simply see the trade that is now running. I'm running at a negative 200 rands. So this is some of the ways that you can see. Obviously right now you can simply see that we took this trade. Is now the one that is running 0.01. we executed here, and obviously you are now asking yourself, how would you go about putting stop losses, putting take profits? Now this trade is actually going against me. It was not, because this is actually a live account, and I'm not actually looking for myself to lose money while making this. But one of the ways, let's just speak about how you can go about adding profits and taking stop losses. So it's either you can just come here and drag this. Maybe I put it here. If I put it above here, you can simply see I can accept this term. So what it does is that it will automatically it shows you at the top. If it goes and hits my stop loss, it will lose 2,000 rands. It shows it will lose 2,000. It's how many pips and all of that. If let's say I wanted to take profit all the way down, I can just come drag it down, and I will make, let's say, 1.3 if it happens to go in my direction. But at the same time, you can also just come here and just come here and basically just be able to modify position and put the price that you want of stop loss, put the price that you want of take profit, and once you hit modify, it will be able to update those trades. So how do you go about managing or closing the trade? So we're just closing a trade. Let me just show you guys also trail stop. If we also have a trail stop here, trail stop, you can also come here and say trail stop, maybe 1,000 points, 100 and what, depending on whatever. You can come and select the points that you want to trail. So whenever the market moves in your direction, trade automatically adjusts stop loss as it goes, which is a good feature. But let me just show you guys also how you can go about closing trades. You can come here and say close then automatically it will close the trade. And also one thing that I want to show you guys is just by coming here, I'm gonna take a young quick loss once again, just to show you guys this real quick. Okay, but what saying it won't make sense, because I wanted to show you guys how you go about closing, let's say, partials. If you have, let's say, 0.05 that's running, you can come and say close, but you can maybe close 0.04 and leave out the 0.01 to run out for maximum profits, those types of things. So that's what you can as well be able to do, and just close this. So that is some of the ways that you can now be able to use MT5, especially on the desktop, or maybe you're using a Mac, Windows, or you're using a laptop, whatever laptop that you're using. It's going to be much more beneficial. And if you are able to just learn on C, because this is where you are going to be spending most of your time at. So I highly suggest that you go through this video, you watch it multiple times, you learn certain things. Maybe you have any questions, you can comment below, ask me those questions. But the next video that we are going to be doing on MT5, it will be showing you more on how you can take advantage of it using your smartphone, which is going to be a much more better way for you to see it. And I'm excited that you guys did see it up until this very end. Obviously, if you are looking for a broker that you can trade with, that is reliable, and at the same time a broker that you can feel confident while trading with, I highly suggest you can check out Aki Markets. You can simply see that I'm trading with them, I've been trading with them, and I know that most definitely on MT5 they are excelling. So yeah, let's just do the right thing, guys. Comment below. The very first link that's going to be put in the description is on how you can register with Aki Markets, and I will see you in the next YouTube video. It is your boy, I thank you so much for watching.